Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you as the Phoenix College Bears are in town to take on your Eastern Arizona College Gila Monsters. The Monsters are 20-0 and atop the EAC, looking for 21 wins in a row here tonight against the Phoenix College Bears. The starting lineup for Prairie Branham's Phoenix College Bears are a freshman guard, number 21, Christiana Saucedo. A freshman guard, Miriam Abakar. A freshman forward, number 30, Ayaki Jock. A freshman forward, number 31, Adela Garcia. And a freshman guard, Lavinia Halafuka. The starting lineup for Eastern Arizona College. A 5'11 sophomore from Eugene, Oregon, number 1, Tiara Bolden. A 5'3 sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 2, Addie Malone. A 5'11 sophomore from Anchorage, Alaska, number 5, Sky Miller. A 5'10 sophomore from Goodyear, Arizona, number 23, Cassidy Dixon. And in the middle, 6'1 sophomore from Carlsbad, New Mexico, Shalance Montoya. Head coach Angelica DePaulo, assisted by Christopher Corona. Eastern Arizona College comes in tonight, as we mentioned, 20-0 on the season. The Phoenix College Bears are 2-16 and 0-12 in the ACC. Eastern Arizona College won the matchup in December, 77-33 at Phoenix College. That was December 3rd. It will be Montoya to jump center with Jock. Bears in their road gold, Eastern in their home white. And we are ready to go here. ACCAC women's basketball action. The toss and the tap. One into the hands of the Bears, into the front court. That's Halafuka with it now. On top, stolen away by Cassidy Dixon. She steps through the double team off to Malone. Addie with the top of the key now between the circles. She'll go left on the dribble against the 2-3 zone near side. Now to Sky Miller in the lane. She'll kick it out right side to Bolden. She'll fire a three from there and buries it from the right side. Tiara Bolden starts it open early with a 3-0 Monsters, 9:27 to play in the first quarter. End of the first court, Saucedo with it now left side to Abakar. She'll drive against Malone, and a reach-in foul going to be called against Addie. That'll be the first on Malone, first team foul. Malone thought she knocked it out of bounds. Actually thought she knocked it off of Phoenix College and then found out she was called for the foul. It'll be Bears to inbound baseline left. Abakar gets it in. Now in the lane to Saucedo. Saucedo back out on top to Jock. Now between the circles, out to Abakar. Goes left on the dribble, 7 to shoot, gets into the lane, pulls up from the right elbow, off glass won't go. Rebound is loose, Dixon chases it down for the Monsters. Into the front court, on top to Malone. Malone goes left on the dribble. Now near side to Bolden. Bolden in the lane to Miller. Miller back out to Bolden. Cross court to Malone. She wants to catch and shoot a 3. Good for Addie Malone. 6-0 Monsters. Just a minute and a half into this one. Saucedo with the basketball into the front court. The Abakar. Gets a screen, goes left with it, gets into the lane. Left side to Jock. To Saucedo on the run, into the lane, over Bolden, high off the glass and good for Saucedo. 6-2 Monsters on top, 8:13 to play first quarter. Malone into the front court. Near side to Malone. Malone down low to Montoya. Pump fake off the glass, can't hit. Rebound is loose and pulled down on the far side by Halafuka. Into the front court, she brings it. Tries to get it down low, but tipped by Miller and picked up by Dixon on the steal. She'll sprint it into the front court. Dixon, coast to coast, gets it to Miller. Reverse layup is good for Sky Miller. 8-2 Eastern on top, 7:42 to play in the first quarter. Abakar into the front court, gets a screen, goes left with it, launches a long jumper, that's off. Miller with the rebound. Off to Malone. She'll sprint it into the front court, has some room, crossover, loses the handle, but Miller there to get it. Off to Dixon, out on top to Montoya. Montoya to Miller in the lane, reverses it to Bolden. Wide open for a three. Front iron, no. Rebounded down low by Jock for the Bears. Leaves it for Abakar. Into the front court. Right side now to Garcia. Garcia drives. Cross court to Halafuka. Out on top to Abakar. She'll drive in the lane. Pulls up from about 10. Can't hit. Malone with the rebound. She'll turn and sprint into the front court. Long pass to Bolden. Bolden drives. Back out to Malone. Catch. Shoot. Three. Back iron. No. And that rebound will go out of bounds back to Phoenix College. Into the Bears lineup, number 15, Jamia Clark, a freshman. It'll be Phoenix basketball, length of the floor. 8-2, Monsters on top, 6:33 to play in the first quarter of this one. Eastern Arizona looking for their 21st straight win to start the season. Already a school record. It is a national, not a record, but is a national win streak, the longest in the nation. A turnaround jumper and a foul called on Montoya from the right elbow. That'll put the Bears at the line to shoot two. Jamia Clark will go to the line. 6:20 left in the first quarter, 8-2 Eastern on top. Eastern Arizona men won their game earlier tonight. Clark sinks her first. Eastern men picked up their 17th win. So between the two teams, 37 wins in basketball already this year. Pretty impressive season for the men's and women's basketball team here at Eastern. Second one by Clark is good as well. Makes it 8-4 Eastern on top with 6:19 to play in the first quarter. Malone with the basketball. On top to Miller, left side to Dixon. Dixon lobs it down to Montoya, a little bit over her head and out of bounds off of the Bears. Baseline right with 18 to shoot for Eastern. Miller inbounds into the corner to Malone. She catches, goes left baseline, has some room, tries to shovel it to Montoya, and everybody's everywhere. And the Bears come out of it with it. Nope, there's still no whistle. Now there's a whistle and a jump ball called. Really couldn't, from our high angle here above KATO Gymnasium, really couldn't see through that what's a scrum?
For the Monsters, number 10, Victoria Santana.
Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup, 5'9" freshman from Santo André, Brazil, Victoria Santana, and in a 6'4" freshman from Syracuse, Utah, Gracie Sorensen. And now the officials talking with the shot clock operator to talk about possession, no possession on that last shuffle. So they're going to have 7 on the shot clock for the Monsters to shoot. Miller will inbound baseline left. Lobs it in on top over the head of everybody, and Phoenix on the run with the steal. And blocked, but a traveling violation going to...
One too many, traveling, turnover, Monsters ball.
It'll be Monster basketball on the travel. Miller with it on top to Santana. Into Gracie Sorensen, who does the rest, up and in, 10-4 Monsters. Into the front court, Abakar with the basketball. Right side, on top to Clark. Clark goes right on the dribble, now left, shovels it off to Halafuka. She'll drive, running floater, off glass and good, and one for the Bears. The foul will go on Sky Miller. That'll be her first. That'll put Halafuka at the line to shoot one. A 10-6. Monsters on top. Halafukas and one won't go. Rebounded out of bounds off of Cassidy Dixon. It will stay with Phoenix College. Abakar will inbound baseline left. Lobs it in on top to Clark. Clark drives right against Sorensen. It's blocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Bears with 15 on the shot clock. Abakar will inbound baseline left. Into Jock in the left corner. Step back jumper on the way is short. Rebounded out of bounds off of Phoenix College. Will be Eastern basketball. 5:07 to play first quarter. 10-6 Eastern on top here over Phoenix College. On top to Miller. Miller drives the lane to Dixon, out to Vittoria Santana for three. Good. Monsters against that 2-3 zone. The Monsters inside out have hit 3 threes against that in the first quarter. They lead 13-6. And to expound on what I was saying earlier, the 20-game winning streak the Monsters are currently on as the Bears turn it over is the longest in the nation right now in Division I side. I looked at the top 25, and there was nobody else that had won 20 games this season or in a row. So the last time I checked, there was a team at 17 wins on the heels of Eastern. But right now, the 20-game win streak is the longest on the women's Division I side in the nation. Santana with the basketball across to Malone, left side, cut off there, off to Sorensen. Now to Santana. She wants to try it again. That looks short, and it is. Rebounded out of bounds off of Sorensen. It will be Phoenix College basketball. 4:18 to play. First quarter, Eastern up 13-6. Into the front court, Miriam Abakar with the basketball. Left side, gets a screen from Clark, goes left with it. Malone right with her. Now step back, long jumper on the way, in and out, no good. Dixon high for the rebound for the Monsters. Off to Malone, long pass up to Santana. Leaves it to Sorensen on the dish and puts it up and in. Timeout, Bears. 3:50 to play in the first quarter, Eastern 15, Phoenix 6. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Hi, my name is Cameron Turner. This is my first season as the men's head basketball coach, but previously I've been coaching the women's program for the last 5 years. Describe my team in one word, it's tenacity. My team is hungry, it's humble, and it's thankful for the opportunity to be here at EAC. They have great energy every day, they're positive, and they're willing to fight for EAC. A small expression I have for my team is to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. That's a famous quote from a famous American distance runner, Steve Prefontaine. I can say goodbye to you got to do your best day in and day out. I want to see all of you there. Come out and see us play. Go Monsters!
3 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first quarter of this one. Eastern leads Phoenix 15-6.
Let's go!
Saucedo back in the ball game with the ball now to Jock into the front court for the Bears. Back to Saucedo, left side, works against Santana. Tries to go left baseline, cut off there by Santana. Out on top now to Ayana Vela into the game for the first time. Now to Clark, and she tries to get it across the key far side to Vela, and it goes out of bounds. Into the Eastern lineup will be number 14, Elva Chavez, a 6'1 freshman from Mexico, replacing Cassidy Dixon. It'll be Eastern basketball. Into the front court now, left to right. Malone with it off to Santana. Off to Miller now. Miller off to Chavez. Chavez to Malone. Malone drives, kicks it in the corner to Santana. 3-ball on the way is short and rebounded by Clark for the Bears. And then Santana going to reach in and tie up Clark on the rebound. It'll be Bears basketball on the alternating possession. Jock will bring it into the front court, right to left for the Bears. Picked up by Chavez at the midcourt stripe. Right-handed dribble, now comes back left, swings it to the near side to Garcia. Garcia down low to Clark. Clark goes left on Miller in the lane, and a blocking foul called on Sky Miller. That'll be her second. Tiara Bolden back up off the bench for Eastern. Miller will head to the bench. Bolden back in. Bears basketball baseline left, 2:57 to play first quarter. 15-6 Eastern on top. Jock to inbound. Gets it down low to Clark, over Santana, up and in. For the Bears, 15-8. Eastern on top. Santana into the front court, goes right on the dribble. Now swings it across to Malone. Malone crossover around to Chavez screen. Down low to Gracie Sorensen, who catches and scores.
Sorensen, assist Malone.
Malone to Sorensen. Been a big-time duo here in conference season for the Monsters. Into the front court, Jock with it around a screen, over Sorensen, and she lays it up and in. 17-10, Eastern leads, 2:17 to play in the first quarter. Malone with the ball, top of the key. Goes right around to Chavez screen, now backs it up, lobs it to Chavez. She leaves it for Sorensen, who chases it down to Santana. Santana drives, scoop shot, can't hit, but she's fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line to shoot two. The foul will go on Jamia Clark, her first. And Santana to the line to shoot two for the Monsters. Into the Eastern lineup for the first time, 5'6" freshman from Hamilton, New Zealand, number 4, Alana Payway, replacing Addie Malone. And now Santana at the line to shoot for the Monsters. The first one is up and good. She'll get one more. She fires, that one is short, pulled down by Garcia for the Bears. Into the front court. Abakar with it, drives into the lane against Bolden, leaves it off to Saucedo. And a steal in the lane. Off to Santana, left side to Bolden, to the glass, left-handed and good for Tiara Bolden. Tiara averages 8.8 points a game. Sky Miller, the leading scorer for the Monsters this year, at 13.1 points a game. Santana at 10.1 points a game. Into the front court. Abakar with it, out on top now to Vela. She'll drive, and she's fouled on the way by. Payway or Santana. It will be on Payway, her first. That's the 5th team foul, so that will put Phoenix at the line.
Vela.
20-10 as Vela goes to the line. Her first one is off the back of the iron, no good. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Monsters up 20-10 against the Phoenix College Bears. Second one is up by Vela, rounded off, no good. Sorensen clears for Eastern. Into the front court, Santana with the basketball to Sorensen. Sorensen to Chavez. She'll drive, spins, loses the handle, and she's fouled on the way up, and Chavez hit her head on the way down, and she will get up on the way. The foul went on 31, Adela Garcia, her first, and Chavez will go to the line to shoot for Eastern. Good to see her get up. She's still holding on to the back of her head. The official making sure she's okay. Head athletic trainer Steve Orm walking towards the scorer's table, keeping an eye on her. The first one by Chavez is off the back iron, no good. Now Chavez back to the line for her second. Taking a look at the top 25 as Chavez hits her second. Back into the Phoenix College lineup, number 15, Jamia Clark. It'll be Phoenix College basketball. Abakar into the front court, works against Santana. Left corner now. Leaves it off to Garcia. Her turnaround jumper on the way won't go. Bolden with the rebound. Into the front court, and a jump ball called on the way by. Alternating possession will stay with Eastern. Bolden will inbound, baseline left. Santana will inbound. Gets it in the corner to Bolden. Down low to Sorensen, reverses on top to Payway for a three. Good for Alana Payway. Into the front court, left corner. Halafuka drives the baseline, can't hit the jumper. Into the front court, Payway with the basketball, right side. Into the corner to Santana. She'll hold it above her head, on top now to Chavez. Chavez drives back to Santana, down low to Sorensen, can't hit, gets it back, and she's fouled on the way back up.
Sorensen hacked in the action, one of the line and shoot two.
A foul will be on 44, Halafuka. That'll be her first.
Her second, team's third.
Sorensen will go to the line to shoot two for the Monsters. Free throw is in and out, no good for Sorensen. She'll get one more. Fires and good. 25-10, Eastern leads. 6.2 seconds to play in the first quarter. Abakar into the front court. Left side, fires a three at the buzzer. Front iron, no good. We'll head to the second quarter. Eastern leading 25-10 over Phoenix College. We'll be back after this full timeout.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaulo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
Phoenix College basketball to start the second quarter. Eastern leads 25-10. Halafuka with it out on top, now to Abakar. She'll go right, now left against Santana. Crisscross, gets to the lane, can't hit the layup. Rebounded by Payway. Into the front court on top to Santana. Left corner to Bolden. Bolden back to Santana. Down low to Sorensen, who gathers out to Bolden in the left corner. Back down to Sorensen, out on top to Santana, fires the three, back iron won't go. Rebound is loose, pulled down by whom? We're gonna say it's off of Eastern. It will be Phoenix College basketball. Santana. Santana went through the defender, and now her and Coach DePaulo having a conversation in Portuguese. Both natives of Brazil. Into the front court, Halafuka with the basketball. And on top to Abakar. She'll go right. Now on top to Clark. Clark swings it around right side to Vela. She's going to fire a three. Back iron, no. Abakar high for the rebound, but throws it right into the hands of Bolden. On the run, Bolden into the front court. Off the glass, and a blocking foul called against the Bears. Bolden will go to the line to shoot two.
Tiara Bolden hacked in the act. She'll go to the line and shoot two.
The foul will go on 44, Halafuka. That'll be her second.
Team first. Into the line.
And in that last break, we looked at the longest winning streaks in the nation, and the rankings were not the most current winning streaks, which is what we looked at earlier. Bolden's first free throw is off, no good. South Georgia Tech, who is the #1 team overall, has a 23-game winning streak. They lost their season opener and then have won 23 in a row. So Eastern does have the longest winning streak without a loss at all right now in the country. Second one by Bolden is up and good. 26-10. Eastern on top, 8:52 to play in the first half. Saucedo with the basketball for the Bears, works against Bolden. Halafuka with it left side. Crossover goes left, and Santana reaches in and gets the tie up. It will be Eastern basketball.
25.
Montoya back into the lineup for Eastern, replacing Sorensen. And Jock back into the Bears lineup, replacing Halafuka. Payway will bring it into the front court, left to right for Eastern. Top of the key to Santana. Into the corner to Bolden. Bolden drives right to Payway. Payway goes right baseline, leaves it down low to Montoya. Montoya scoop shot up and good for Chalance Montoya. 28-10 Monsters, 8:17 to play in the first half. Jock brings it into the front court against Chavez. Goes right, can't use the screen. Double teamed, lob down to Clark on the cut to the basket, can't hit. Payway with the rebound. She'll bring it into the front court, left side to Santana. Down low to Montoya, out to Bolden, fires the three, too hard. Rebounded by Vela for the Bears in the corner. She'll work it up against Payway. Now leaves it for Saucedo. Saucedo right side. Now on top to Clark, spins against Santana, down low to Jock in the paint, back down, goes lefty, scoop shot is up, off the front of the iron, no good, and Chavez clears the rebound for Eastern. She'll turn and sprint it into the front court herself, right side to Payway on the right baseline. Across to Chavez, in the corner to Santana, she'll drive the left baseline, and out on top to Payway, 15 to shoot. Payway goes left, down low to Chavez, knocked out of bounds by Clark. Timeout, Eastern Arizona College.
Number 23, Cassidy Dixon.
Timeout Monsters, called by Coach DePaulo. 7:14 to play in the first half, Eastern 28, Phoenix College 10. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hello, my name is Tal Kumar and I'm from Mesa, Arizona, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Mesa at 6 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hi, my name is Mia Carter. I'm from Thatcher and I'm studying pre-physical therapy. Come see the team and I take on Mesa 8 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Chip Gifford, the man running the buttons over there, says it's time for me to talk again, so I will. Welcome back. I'm Lee Patterson. Thanks for joining us here on the EAC Athletics YouTube page. Wherever you are joining us here tonight, hope your Saturday evening is going well. Montoya with the ball, right baseline, kicks it out to Bolden, left side for another three. Off the front iron, won't go. Payway chases it down, throws it out of bounds off the knee of Clark. It will stay with the Monsters, front court right. Dixon will inbound. Front court right for the Monsters, on top to Malone. Around to Payway to Montoya. Montoya drives right, finds some room, Kicks it to Bolden in the left corner. She brings it back out on top to Malone. 8 to shoot. Malone in the lane to Dixon. Dixon lobs it to Montoya, and she can't hang on to it out of bounds as it tips off of her fingers. 6:47 to play in the first half. 28-10, Monsters on top. Jock brings the ball into the front court. And they'll stop the game to put some time on the shot clock or take some time off the shot clock. Phoenix College basketball. Front court left, Jock to inbound. Into Saucedo. Saucedo will work against Pewe. Goes left to Abakar. Now on top to Garcia. Garcia against Montoya. Comes left around a screen. Thinks about a three, but Montoya there defensively. Off to Saucedo. She'll go left against Pewe. Gets past her. Scoop shot in the lane is short. Rebounded by Dixon for Eastern. Off to Malone. Into the front court. Jumped her left side. Off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Abakar, and she will be tied up by Bolden. Alternating possession will stay with Phoenix College. 6:11 to play first half, 28-10 Monsters. Abakar into the front court, left side to Jock. Jock down low to Clark. She catches, and she traveled with the basketball. She caught, jumped, and then took one more step. Got to have a dribble in there somewhere. I did see a conversation on the social medias about what is a travel. If you catch, if you're dribbling and you jump stop and you take a step, as long as you get the ball off before your pivot foot touches the ground, it's not a travel. So the pivot foot touching the ground is the travel. Addie Malone for three from the left side as Eastern passes it over the top of the zone. And again, we are going to stop the clock and change the shot clock. Will be Phoenix College basketball in the front court. Saucedo with it. Goes right on Pewe, spins, cut off there, nice defense, and then poked away by Bolden out of bounds. So back to what I was saying, it's not a travel until your pivot foot touches back to the ground. And there was a big conversation on if that indeed was a travel or not.
Alafuca returns for the Bears.
Now that I've thoroughly confused you and myself, we'll get back to calling basketball. 5:23 to play first half, 31-10. Eastern on top. Into Garcia right side against Dixon. Dixon back down to Jock. Jock back to the basket. Goes right, now spins left and is fouled by Bolden on the way up. That'll be the first on Bolden. First team foul. And to the line to shoot for Phoenix College, Aok Jock, freshman forward. Her first one is up and good. First points of the second quarter for the Bears, make it 31-11. Eastern on top, and the second one around and off, no good. Dixon clears the rebound. Off to Malone. Into the front court, on top to Bolden. Bolden around to Dixon's screen, comes right, kicks it in the corner to Pewe, fires the three. Good for Alana Pewe. The Monsters have hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes in the first half. They lead 34-11. Abakar around a high double screen, goes right, pulls up from about 12 on the right side, around and off, no good. Dixon will clear the rebound. Off to Malone. Addie sprints it into the front court. In the lane to Dixon, and she's fouled by Garcia.
Fouls on number 31.
Nice look by Malone. That'll be the second on Garcia. And the second team foul, non-shooting foul. Malone will inbound baseline left for Eastern. Into the Phoenix College lineup will be number 12, Ayana Vea. Malone will inbound baseline left. Into Dixon, right elbow. She'll drive, running floater high off glass, won't go. Garcia will clear for the Bears. Off to Jock. Into the front court right side against Bolden. 4:20 to play first half. Monsters lead 34-11. Garcia with the ball, top of the key, left side to Halafuka. She's going to fire a 17-footer. It's short. Payway with the rebound. She sprints it into the front court. Long pass up to Bolden. Loses the handle. It's loose. Payway pulls it back down. Left side to Malone. Malone drives right. Into the corner to Bolden. She'll drive right baseline. Off the glass won't go. Montoya with the rebound and the putback for Shalance Montoya. 36-11. And a timeout called by by Phoenix College. 3:45 to play in the first half. Eastern 36, Phoenix 11. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hello, my name is Tal Kumar and I'm from Mesa, Arizona, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Mesa at 6 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
Hi, my name is Mia Carter. I'm from Thatcher and I'm studying pre-physical therapy. Come see the team and I take on Mesa 8 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters!
3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half of this ACC women's basketball matchup. Eastern leads at 36-11 over the Phoenix College Bears. Phoenix basketball in the backcourt, Halafuga with it. Into the front court against Payway. On top now to Abakar. Against Malone, goes right, pulls up from 10, off glass won't go. Rebounded by Abakar in the lane. She goes right through the lane, out to Halafuga. She'll drive left against Malone. Cut off, kicks it out to Jock. Jock comes right on Bolden. Now Jock to Abakar with 8 to shoot. Comes left on the dribble. Gonna take a 16-footer. Front iron no good. And Payway with the rebound. Off to Malone. Into the front court, Malone. Leaves it to Payway. Back to Malone. Left side to Bolden. Bolden back in the corner to Dixon. Dixon dribbles out of it on top to Payway. Payway into the lane, leaves it to Montoya. Reverse layup is good for Shalance Montoya. 38-11, Eastern on top, 2:48 to play. Into the front court. Halafuka with the basketball right side. Long three on the way, front iron no. Montoya with the rebound. Off to Malone. Malone up to Bolden. Through the lane, off the glass, and good. What a bounce pass. Addie Malone definitely drives this offense for Eastern. Floor general here this season for Eastern from Vegas. And she gets a steal again. Outlet to Bolden. Bolden, lefty off the glass, and good. 42-11. Eastern on top, 10 points for Bolden now in the first half. And in the front court, Jock with the basketball. She'll go right on the dribble. Off to Garcia. Garcia goes left, works against Montoya way outside with 10 to shoot. Goes right on the dribble, leaves it to Abakar. 4 to shoot, Abakar takes a long jumper, front iron, no. Dixon with the rebound, off to Malone. Malone sprints it into the front court again. Goes left to the left elbow, on top to Montoya. 3 ball, short, rebounded by Abakar. 1:22 to play first half, 42-11, Eastern on top. And a reach-in foul will stop the play. The foul will go on Payway. That'll be her second. Back into the Eastern lineup will be number 5, Sky Miller. And in for the first time, number 21, Rihanna Richardson, 6-foot freshman from Eugene, Oregon.
Make some noise. Number 21, Rivers Richardson.
It'll be Phoenix basketball at midcourt. Jock to inbound. Actually going to move it into the backcourt a little bit. Now they get it into Abakar. 75 seconds to play here in the first half. Monsters lead 42-11. Into the front court, running floater won't go for Abakar. Richardson with the rebound. She'll sprint it into the front court to Malone. Left side to Miller, to Payway. Wide open for a three, lets it fly. That's short. Rebound is loose, and we'll have a jump ball between Payway and Clark. And it will be Eastern basketball. And a technical foul called on Phoenix College. That was after the play, long after the play. I believe Jamia Clark going to be the guilty party. The foul. Technical foul called on Gold 15. That is Jamia Clark. That'll be a technical foul, team foul, and personal foul. And now Addie Malone to the line to shoot the technical free throws. The first one is off and no good. And the second free throw is good for Addie Malone. Into the lineup for the Bears, number 31, Adela Garcia.
Persons throwing objects are participating in other acts and conflicts with.
Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup, number 3, Mia Carter, sophomore from here in Thatcher, Arizona, 5'8" guard. Into the front court, Sky Miller with it, off to Mia Carter. Carter near side to Malone. Malone now on top to Bolden. Bolden across to Carter, wide open for a three, fires. Rebounded by Bolden, one to shoot, and it will be a shot clock violation. Turnover back to the Bears. Score is 43-11. We'll get them updated on the main scoreboard at halftime. That is why we have Amanda on the stats up here, so we can keep everything clear. Saucedo into the front court, and an offensive foul called on top against Jock, I believe. It is on 31, Adela Garcia. That is her third.
Felt the mention into the lineup for the Monsters, number 3, Mia Carter.
It is Eastern basketball, 22 seconds to play in the first half. Malone with the ball. Left side to Bolden. Bolden back on top to Malone, near side to Carter. Carter down low to Richardson. Richardson in the paint, has it poked away and stolen by Vea. And then Sky Miller going to pick up a foul on a reach-in at midcourt with 8.2 seconds to play in the first half.
Fouls on number 5, Miller, that'll be her third.
That'll be the third on Sky Miller. 8.2 seconds to play in the first half. Bears basketball, Abakar. With it, top of the key, goes left, gets around a screen to the glass, can't hit the shot, rebounded by Malone, and that's the way the first half comes to an end. It is Eastern 43, Phoenix 11. We'll be back to recap it at halftime coming up right after this.
11.
Hello, my name is Tal Kumar and I'm from East Arizona and I'm studying journalism. Come see the team and I take on Mesa at 6 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hey coach, you just saw the new Gila Hank. What do you think?
Oh, I loved it. It's fierce.
Hey guys, check it out, guys. I got the new Gila Hank here.
Really?
Check it out.
Oh wow, this new Gila Hank.
So sick. That's amazing. That's fire.
He looks like he's ready to fight.
It's modern, it's new, you can do lots of different things with it. I love it.
Good morning, Janae.
Why are you offering you here?
I stopped by because I wanted to show you the new Gila Hank.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Godzilla. I love it. It's a great day to be a monster.
Oh, look at that. He's ultra modern.
Hey guys, I want to show you the new Gila Hank here. What do you think?
Fierce and modern.
Looks good. That's nice.
Gila Roofers.
Go Monsters!
Yeah, go Monsters.
Go Monsters!
Go Monsters.
Go Monsters.
Welcome back into KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Eastern leads at 43-11 at the break over Phoenix College. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half for this one. For Phoenix College, Jamia Clark with 4 points, Sato with 2, Jock with 3, and Halafuka with 2 for Phoenix College. For Eastern Arizona, 10 points and 2 rebounds for Tiara Bolden, 7 points and 2 rebounds for Addie Malone, 6 points and 4 rebounds for Alana Payway, 2 points for Sky Miller, 4 points for Victoria Santana, 1 for Elva Chavez, 6 for Shalance Montoya, and 7 points for Gracie Sorensen in the first half. We're joined now, high above KATO Gymnasium, about as high above KATO as you can get, by Eastern Arizona College men's coach Cameron Turner. And Coach, congratulations on win number 17 on the season, conference win number 10 against a pretty gritty Phoenix College team.
Yeah, you know, Phoenix College, they got some talent. They really want to get up and down. They score a lot of points. So very pleased with our defensive effort, you know, holding a team that averaged in the 80s to 53 points. And we held the conference leading scorer, Jamar Brown, to 3 points, 1 for 8 from the floor. You know, that we just set the tone from the beginning of the game. The guys are really buying into team defense and you know, working together on that, and I got to commend Rayshawn Seamster to locking him up. Jamar's a very good player, and he set the tone by, you know, guarding him first.
Right, and those are the things that don't really show up. I mean, there's not a defensive stat in the stat sheet, but you can see when the league's leading scorer is held to 3, he did his job, and then the guys just start to play each other, like you play off of each other. Like you said, Rayshawn can lock down the leading scorer. That lets other guys go crash the boards to get the rebound. Some long outlet passes lead to some breakout opportunities, and it just in the second half just started to open up after that.
Yeah. So, you know, last 2 weeks in practice really talked about ball movement and playing as one, and they're really, you can see that over the last 2 games.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And then after, you know, you spread it to 20, then you spread it to 30 in the second half, and you got some guys, some playing time in some conference games, and I think that's probably key coming down the stretch. You know, you've got 8 games left. You've got some guys, you're getting guys into rotation. Some guys are getting some minutes because you've got some big ones down the stretch.
Yeah, next week we go on the road. We play 2 very good opponents, and Cochise at their house down there basically in Mexico. And then we go to Scottsdale and play them, and they're going to – both teams play very similar styles. They want to get up and down and score a lot of points. So we better be able to transition defense and guard in the half court.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to do that. And I feel like you've got a team that's pretty well-rounded offensively and defensively. You've mixed in a little zone this year, primarily man, but you've mixed in a little zone. And on the offensive side, they've been able to get up and down like they did in the second half here, but they've also been able to run a set offense in the offensive end of the floor when they've needed to do that.
yeah, we want to run a lot of different actions to to get the ball reversed. So that was our main thing in this game is, hey, they don't really want to guard. They just want to score. Let's make them run as much action as possible, and we'll get what we need. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I like seeing this time of the year when those guys that, obviously you recruit guys because you see they've got some potential or they can play already, but this is the time of the year where all of that seems to be coming together and it's showing on the floor. Some of those guys that have just started figuring it out, a Cook, for example, he is really athletic. It shows on the floor, but now his basketball skills are starting to catch up.
Yeah, he's just one of many of our freshmen that, they're not really freshmen. He got some games under the belt. Yes, he is a little bit behind the other ones, but he got Noah goalie, that has helped us a lot. Even Roy Bunn, kind of floor general out there. They've had some battles, some adversities. What I like the most is the character of our guys. They don't get goofy on me. They band together, they stick together, and this is when the character of your players show up. We've been practicing since August. They're tired of hearing my voice, so it's on them. They got to hold each other accountable.
Well, and the other thing that to make another point to that is not only do you see them here hanging out together as they just all came back in the gym together here, but you also see them at other sporting events on campus hanging out together and supporting other teams as well. That's the whole team atmosphere.
Yeah, they went out and supported the baseball team the last couple of days. They all live in Mark Allen dorm together, so they get along. They hoot and holler, and that's what we want to see. Being on campus, they all get along and support each other.
They really do. Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking some time. Big win tonight. Two big ones on the road next week. Cochise on Wednesday at 5:30, and then at Scottsdale on Saturday.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. That is Eastern Arizona College men's coach Cameron Turner. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back for more here from Eastern Arizona right after this.
Hello, my name is Tabitha Martin. I'm from East Arizona and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Mesa at 6 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hey, Coach, you just saw the new Gila Hank. What do you think?
Oh, I loved it. It's fierce.
Hey guys, check it out, guys. I got the new Gila Hank here.
Really?
Check it out.
Oh, wow, there's new Gila Hank.
Wow, man. That's amazing. That's fire.
He looks like he's ready to fight.
It's modern, it's new, you can do lots of different things with it. I love it.
Good morning, Janae.
Why are you offering you here?
I stopped by because I wanted to show you the new Gila Hank.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Godzilla. I love it. It's a great day to be a monster.
Oh, look at that. He's ultra modern.
Hey guys, I want to show you the new Gila Hank here. What do you think?
Fierce and modern.
Looks good. That's nice.
Gila roofers. Go Monsters!
Yeah, go Monsters!
Go Monsters!
Go Monsters!
Go Monsters.
Welcome back inside KATO Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Eastern leads at 43-11 at the break over the Phoenix College Bears. Monsters looking for 21 wins in a row here on the season. Let's take a look at the other scores in the ACCAC tonight. This is the final game of the night. Or of the, yeah, it is Saturday night, so it's the final game of the night. On the women's side of the ACCAC, Mesa beat Chandler 78-56. Pima over Yavapai 82-69. Central Arizona beat South Mountain 95-45. Cochise over Glendale 76-45. And Western beat Scottsdale 78-37. That is the women's basketball side of things here on this Saturday night. 43-11, Monsters on top. 21 in a row, but just like Coach Turner said on the men's side of things, they got two big ones next week as well. They go to Cochise on Wednesday night as well. Cochise is the number 2 team in the league this year. And that's a tough place to play. It's a tough place to win in Douglas at Cochise College. It's going to be about 100 degrees in the gym. That has been a thing at Cochise College for, 25 years. They definitely practice with the heat up and work with the heat on in the gym there. So it's something you got to get ready for when you go down to Cochise College. It's going to be warm. The team's going to want to get up and down the floor, so Eastern is in control here with this one. Looking for win number 21. And then they'll celebrate for a little bit, and then they'll get back ready for Cochise on Wednesday. We're ready for second half action here at Eastern Arizona College. The Monsters will start the second half with, they haven't quite broke the huddle yet. But we're ready for second half action. Coach DePaulo giving her team a couple of last-second instructions. The one thing about Coach DePaulo, it's in her first year. She's in her first year as a head coach, but she played junior college basketball. She's bounced around, making her way up to her first head coaching job, and she coaches and teaches even in the 43-11 ball game. She always finds something to coach and teach, regardless of what the score is. And I think that's a big part of 20-0 on the season. Eastern will start the second half with Cassidy Dixon, Lance Montoya, Sky Miller, Addie Malone, and Tara Bolden. Phoenix will start the second half with Jock, Saucedo, Halafuka, Garcia, and Abakar. Phoenix basketball left to right. Halafuka with it, works against Sky Miller. Not a ton of minutes for Miller in the first half. She was on the bench with foul trouble. Right side, Akbar with it. Abakar's jumper won't go. Bolden clears the rebound. She'll turn and sprint it into the front court herself. Right side. Now slows it down out on top to Malone. Gets past her defender. Dribbles through another one. Kicks it in the corner to Bolden. Out to Sky Miller. She'll fire a three. Draws backboard, and that's it. Rebounded by Garcia. Garcia gets it off to Halafuka into the front court. Right side. Running floater won't go, and a foul will be called, and Abakar will go to the line to shoot. The foul will go on Addie Malone, her second. Into the Lineup for the Bears will be number 12, Ayana Vela. Abakar at the line for 2 for the Bears. First one up and good. She'll get one more, her first point of the night. Second one on the way, in and out, no good. Dixon with the rebound. Off to Malone. Malone lobs it down low to Montoya. She'll catch that short, gets it back, and puts it up and in. Montoya with the put back up and in. 45-12 Eastern. 9 minutes to play in the third. Jock into the front court. On top, swings it around left side to Vela. She'll come left, or excuse me, comes right on the dribble. Working against Dixon. Out on top. Comes right. Running floater won't go. Rebounded by Dixon again. She'll sprint it into the front court to Sky Miller, and she skies it over Sky's head. And Dixon turns around and just says, I'm headed back down the floor. That's on me. Turnover back to the Bears. 45-12. Eastern leads, 8.5 to play in the third. Jock into the front court, left side to Halafuka. Holds it above her head, down low, left side to Saucedo. Saucedo back to Jock. Jock goes left, and a foul on the ground called against Eastern, number 25, Shalance Montoya. That is her second non-shooting foul. It'll be Phoenix basketball. Baseline left. Abakar will inbound. Into the corner to Saucedo, works against Bolden. Comes right on the dribble. Leaves it off to Vela for 3. Nothing there. Miller with the rebound. Long outlet to Bolden, right side. She'll chase it down in the corner. We can't hang on to it as it goes out of bounds. Right idea. Just a little bit too far out ahead of Bolden, though. Into the front court. Saucedo with it, left to right. On top to Jock. Jock goes right against Montoya, now backs it back up. She's going to fire a long jumper for 3. No good. Out of bounds to Eastern Arizona. Into Addie Malone. Malone sprints it up the right side, all the way to the right corner. In the lane to Miller, leaves it off to Montoya. Nice dish. And a timeout called by Phoenix College. 7:42 to play in the third quarter. 47-12, Eastern on top. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hello, my name is Tal Kumar, and I'm from Mesa, Arizona, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Mesa at 6 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hi, my name is Mia Carter. I'm from Thatcher, and I'm studying pre-physical therapy. Come see the team and I take on Mesa 8 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
.42 left in the third quarter of this ACC-AC women's matchup. 47-12, Eastern on top. It'll be Phoenix College basketball left to right. Saucedo with it, hassled by Bolden at the time stripe. Sprints left, off to into the hands of Halafuka. Works against Miller, left baseline, cut off there. Halafuka chases it down, out on top to Abakar. Abakar gonna take a long jumper left side, that's short, rebounded by Malone. Malone sprints it into the front court, crossover, gets into the lane, running floater is up and good for Addie Malone. 49-12 Monsters. And to the front court, Abakar with it, top of the key. Now to Jock, left side to Saucedo. Saucedo goes left against Bolden. Scoop shot on the way, won't go. It'll be a turnover back to Eastern Arizona. Into the Bears lineup, number 31, Adela Garcia, replacing Vela. Eastern basketball, length of the floor, right to left. Malone with it. Into the front court, goes left. Around a screen, on top to Dixon. Dixon down to Montoya. Montoya spins, double team comes. Off to Miller now. Miller off to Montoya on the dish and puts it up and in.
Assist Miller.
Nice look from Sky Miller to find Montoya underneath, makes it 51-12. Into the front court, Garcia with it, left side, out on top now to Saucedo. Saucedo works against Bolden, out on top, backs her down, spins left off to Jock. Jock around a high screen from Garcia. Right side to Halafuka. Halafuka step back three on the way, off glass won't go. Rebounded by Saucedo in the lane, fade away from 8, that won't go. And Malone with a nice box out and rebound. Sprints it into the front court. She's trying to go coast to coast again. High off the glass, that won't go. Jock with the rebound. She'll give it off to Halafuka. Will walk it into the front court. Calls a set play. Into the front court, left side, on top to Garcia now. Garcia against Montoya, goes left on the screen. Hassled by Dixon, top of the key, off to Halafuka. Spins on Miller, into the lane. Fade away from the baseline is short. Dixon with the rebound. Off to Malone. Malone into the front court. Will work it against Saucedo, and now Saucedo knocks that out of her hands and out of bounds. It'll be Eastern basketball. Into the Eastern lineup, number 10, Victoria Santana, and number 44, Gracie Sorensen. And also Vela back into the Bears. It'll be Eastern basketball, front court left, Miller to inbound. In on top to Sorensen, around to Dixon. Dixon to Santana. She traveled with the basketball. Turnover back to the Bears. With 5:16 to play in the third quarter. 51-12, Monsters got out to a quick start and haven't looked back here tonight. It's kind of been the moral of the story. Their MO, if you will, this season. They get out to quick starts. Blocked by Santana, picked up by Saucedo, on top to Garcia against Sorensen. Comes right on the dribble, step back jumper on the way. That won't go, and it will be Eastern Arizona College basketball. Malone with the basketball for the Monsters. Into the front court, goes left around a high ball screen. On top to Dixon. Dixon, nice feed down low to Sorensen. She goes lefty to the glass and good for Gracie Sorensen. If you pick a side defending Sorensen, she will go the other way. 53-12. Monsters on top. Abakar goes right against Malone in the lane, and a foul going to be called on Addie. Abakar will go to the line to shoot 2. Into the Eastern lineup will be Alana Payway. That's going to be the third on Addie Malone. Abakar at the line for the Phoenix College Bears. 1 point for her tonight. Puts it up and in. Now Abakar will get back to the line for her second. Puts that one up and in as well. 3 points for her. And a 53-14 lead for the Monsters. 4:22 to play in the third. Santana into the front court, goes right around to Sorensen's screen. Now back left into the lane to Sky Miller. Nice curl, up and one. The basket is good. The foul will go on 31. Garcia, her fourth. And Sky Miller at the line to try to make it a 3-point play for the Monsters. Free throw is up and good. Make it a 3-point play for Sky Miller, 56-14 Eastern. Saucedo into the front court, on top to Jock, around left side to Vela. On top to Garcia. Garcia near side to Saucedo. Saucedo goes right in the lane, running floater off glass and good for Saucedo. 56-16 Monsters. and a whistle and a foul on the pass out on the entry. Saucedo will pick up the foul. That'll be her first. Into the Phoenix lineup, number 44, Halafuka, replacing Garcia. She's got 4 fouls. Coach Branham wants to have her around in the fourth. Miller to inbound. In on top to Sorensen, left side to Dixon. Down low to a wide open Sky Miller, who lays it up and in. 58-16 Monsters. Feels like Eastern has run that inbound play 1 or 2 or 1,000 times since August, because Dixon almost no look passed it down low. Into the Eastern lineup, number 14, Elva Chavez. It'll be Monster basketball backcourt left. Cassidy Dixon to the Monster bench. Payway into the front court, right side to Miller. Gets a screen from Sorensen, goes left with it. Down low, tries to find Santana. Ball's loose, knocked away, and then Santana going to pick up a foul, trying to get it back. That will be the first on Santana. 4th team foul. 1 more, and Phoenix will be at the line for every foul the remaining of the 3rd quarter, which is 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Jock into the front court against Sorensen, goes right, kicks it out, near side to Abakar. She'll drive the lane over Santana and puts it up and in. And then a throwaway. Nope, Payway saves it, but right into the hands of Saucedo. Leaves it to Jock left side against Sorensen. Kicks it out on top to Saucedo, 20 to shoot. Right side to Abakar. Abakar pulls up from 12, right side, in and out, no good. Payway with the rebound. She'll sprint it into the front court, loses the handle though, and can never get it back. It'll be a turnover back to Phoenix College. Sky Miller hit the deck in the middle of that play back here, but I didn't see the contact that sent her to the floor. Saucedo into the front court, on top to Jock, left side to Abakar. Abakar on top to Halafuka. Goes left around to screen. Miller on her hip, gets to the glass, and a foul on the way up against Sky Miller. That'll be the 4th on Sky Miller.
Foul number 5, Miller. That'll be her 4th.
Halafuka to the line. That is the 5th foul on Eastern, so that puts Phoenix in the bonus. Halafuka's free throw is up and in. 58-19. 3 points for Halafuka. Second one up, in and out, no good. Saucedo with the rebound. Out to Jock. Jock gives it to Halafuka. Now on top to Jock. 14 to shoot. Goes right on Sorensen. Goes left now, spins. Lefty scoop shot won't go. Rebounded by Santana. Left side to Miller. Miller in the lane to Chavez. Pump fake in the lane. Kicks it back out to Sorensen. Sorensen cross court to Santana. Santana comes left, now crosses over, loses the handle, but chases it down to Miller in the corner. Miller goes left, pulls up from 12 right side, around and off, no good. Saucedo clears for the Bears. Into the hands of Halafuka. Right side to Saucedo to Abakar. Abakar, step back jumper on the way, that's short, and Santana with the rebound for Eastern. She'll bring it into the front court, right to left, near side to Payway. Payway hands it off to Chavez. Chavez gets a screen from Sorensen, rolls right with it. Now he gives it back to Sorensen. Left side, knocked out of bounds by Jock, and it will stay with the Monsters with 14 on the shot clock. Miller will inbound baseline left for Eastern. Gets it to Chavez. She catches. She shoots. It's too hard. Rebounded by Sorensen. Her follow won't go either. And Jock lets it go out of bounds. It will be Phoenix College basketball. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. 58-19, Eastern on top. Halafuka right side, now off to Saucedo. Saucedo comes right against Santana. Right side, 3-ball on the way from Jock, won't go. Chavez with the rebound. She'll spin and sprint. Monsters have numbers, 4-on-3 to Miller. On top to Santana. Down low to a wide open Gracie Sorensen, who puts it up and in. Nice look from Santana, the top of the key. 60-19. Saucedo will walk it into the front court for the Bears. Calls a set play, now goes left, now comes back right around to Jock screen, gets to the baseline against Santana, fade away on the way, that won't go. And Santana with the rebound. Long outlet to Sky Miller. Catches it at the buzzer and almost puts it up and in. Heads up play by Santana to find Miller. She just can't hit it from deep downtown. 60-19 at the end of the third quarter. Eastern on top. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hello, my name is Angelica DePaulo. I'm the head coach for women's basketball. This is my third year here. I was 2 years assistant coach, and now this is going to be my first year as the head coach. You guys can expect to see a hard work group that will battle together for 40 minutes. If I were to describe my team in one word, that would be tough. I think we're tough. We've been working so hard every single day, 6 a.m., conditioning, weights, and we are tough together. I always tell my players to be grateful to be here, giving back, and never take anything for granted because tomorrow is not promised. I hope to see you all at the game. Go Monsters!
10 minutes left in this one. Eastern leads at 60-19 over Phoenix College. Thanks for joining us tonight on YouTube. On the EAC Athletics page from wherever you're joining us from. Whether it's from Oregon, New Zealand, Alaska, Brazil, Mexico, Sweden, Goodyear, Carlsbad, New Mexico, or Utah. Welcome to the broadcast. Or anywhere else. I mean, you don't have to be from one of those places to be joining us tonight. Rivers Richardson with the basketball now, checked in at the dead ball. Down low to Sky Miller, catches through a double team, can't hit it though. Out of bounds off a Jock, it will stay with Eastern. Miller's minutes have been down tonight. She's the team's leading scorer, but she's had foul trouble for most of the ball game. Still 7 points for her tonight. Santana to inbound, on top to Payway. Payway drives right into the lane, kicks it back to Richardson. 16-foot jumper on the way is short. Jock with the one-handed rebound for the Bears. Into the hands of Halafuka. Left to right into the front court. Works against Payway. Goes right on the dribble, hands it off to Saucedo. Saucedo back out on top against Payway. To Abakar. Abakar goes left, now back right against Miller. Loses the handle and Miller picks it up. Long outlet to a wide open Santana who's streaking down the floor, puts it up and in. It's usually Santana to Miller. Now it was the other way, and then a whistle and a foul. And Coach DePaulo shakes her head in disgust. That'll be the second on Santana, but that's going to put, that is the team's first. Forgot we started the fourth quarter. We had 5 fouls in the third, though. Phoenix basketball after the foul. 62-19. Eastern on top. Halafuka with the basketball goes right on Miller. Now on top to Jock. Jock against Richardson. Goes right, picks up her dribble, 6 to shoot. Now on top to Saucedo, fires the 3. That is short, and Santana will clear the rebound. Into the front court. Santana on top to Chavez. Chavez goes left, now right, spins in the lane. Can't hit the shot, but a big collision between Saucedo and Chavez.
Foul is on number 2.
Should be 21.
Foul on number 21.
Third time's a charm. The official reported 2, then 20, then 21. It is Saucedo, though. Chavez, first free throw is up and good. Chavez will get one more. Fires and good. 2 for 2 at the line for Alpha Chavez. 64-19, Monsters lead with 8:19 to play. Halafuka into the front court, left to right. Keeps her going around to screen. Cross court, stolen away by Santana. Nice read. 3-on-1, Santana to the glass, left-handed and good. Timeout, Phoenix College. 8:01 to play in the ball game. 66-19, Monsters lead. Back in 30 seconds.
Hello, my name is Tal Kumar and I'm from Mesa, Arizona, and I'm studying general. Come see the team and I take on Mesa at 6 p.m. on February 8th at KATO Gym. Go Monsters.
Hi, my name is Mia Carter. I'm from Thatcher and I'm studying pre-physical therapy. Come see the team and I take on Mesa 8 p.m. on February 8th at Utah Gym. Go Monsters!
.801 to play in the ball game. Eastern in control, 66-19 over the Phoenix College Bears. Monsters will get that 21st win in a row here to start the season. It'll be Bears basketball after the timeout. Jock with it. Works against Richardson at the time stripe. Now on top to Saucedo. Saucedo to Jock, left side against Richardson. Spins right into the lane. Spins back left. Kicks across court to Saucedo. Fires the 3. In and out, no good. Richardson high for the rebound. Leaves it to Payway. Eastern has numbers. 4-on-2. Right side to Chavez. She traveled with the basketball. She tried to jump stop and slid her way into the lane. And that'll be a turnover. Back to Phoenix. Back into the Phoenix College lineup. 22, Miriam Abakar. Replacing Vela. Will be Phoenix College basketball. 7.5 to play. Eastern up 66-19. Into the front court, left side. Jock with it, gets around Richardson to the glass, can't hit. Chavez with the rebound for Eastern. Leaves it for Santana. Into the front court, gets a screen from Richardson, goes right with it, gets to the glass, wraps it into the corner to Miller for 3, can't hit. Rebounded by Saucedo in the lane for the Bears. Left side, Abakar with it, out on top to Saucedo. Saucedo spins, blocked by Santana, but a foul going to be called as Saucedo hits the deck. That'll be the third on Santana. Saucedo to the line, 4 points for her tonight. She'll fire her first. That is up and good, and that free throw is the first point of the fourth quarter for Phoenix College, makes it 66-20. And Saucedo ready for her second. That one on the way is good as well. 2 for 2 at the line for Saucedo. Gives her 6, and it's 66-21. Monsters on top, 6:48 to play. Santana into the front court to Payway, left side. Now right side to Chavez, in the corner to Miller. Miller gets a screen, goes left with it. Down low to Richardson, can't hit the shot. And pulled down by Garcia for the Bears. Into the front court, Saucedo fires a 3, can't hit, and that'll go out of bounds. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup will be number 12, Aubrey Pace, a 5'5" freshman from here in Thatcher, Arizona, replacing Victoria Santana. Payway with the basketball. Payway goes right, left side now to Pace. Pace on top, to Chavez. Chavez in the lane, running floater on the way, won't go. Gets her own rebound back to Richardson. Left side to Pace. She's going to fire a three. Good for Aubrey Pace from the left side. The Monsters have been hot from downtown this evening. They lead 68-21. Jock into the front court against Richardson. Right side to Garcia against Chavez. Right-handed dribble on top to Jock now. Jock goes right with 12 to shoot. Now in the lane to Saucedo, throws it away into the hands of Payway on the run for the Monsters. Payway, length to the floor, scoop shot up and in for Alana Payway. 71-21 Monsters with 5.5 to play. Into the front court, Abakar with it. On the dribble, standing dribble left side, works against Payway, comes around a screen, now goes left into the lane. Out to Halafuka, drives in the lane against Miller. Near side to Jock. Jock, 12-foot jumper right side, in and out, no good. Chavez with the rebound. Off to Payway. Payway on top to Chavez. Hands it off to Pace, around a high screen. Gonna take another three on the way, can't hit. Jock with the rebound. Into the hands of Halafuka. Into the front court, left to right. Swings it around to Abakar. Abakar goes left against Payway on the baseline. Cut off there, nice defense. Out to Saucedo, 9 to shoot. To Jock. Backdoor to Garcia, catches off the glass and one. As she got behind Chavez. The foul will be on Chavez, her first. That'll put Garcia at the line to shoot one for the Bears. 4:21 to play, 71-23 Eastern. Garcia's free throw is up and in. Payway with the basketball, right to left. Into the front court. Left side now to Miller. Miller goes around a Richardson screen, gets all the way to the glass, and she traveled with the basketball. Miller thought she got fouled. Instead, that's a turnover back to Phoenix College. Into Halafuka, now off to Jock, who brings it into the front court. Right side, picks up her dribble, on top to Garcia against Chavez. Goes right, now slips down to Jock. Jock left-handed off the glass, won't go. Aubrey Pace pulls down the rebound. She'll bring it into the front court, top of the key. Hands it off to Payway. Payway turns the corner, leaves it back to Richardson. Thinks about it from the left elbow. Now out to Miller. Miller for three. Front iron no good. Chavez with the rebound. Brings it back out. Now she'll drive in the lane. Up, under, step, can't hit. Rebounded by Richardson underneath. Blocked by Jock. Picked up by Pace, and she puts it up and in left-handed for Aubrey Pace. She's a right-handed shooter, but put it in her left hand and put it up and in. 73-24, 4 points for Pace. 3:11 to play in the game. Vela into the front court, working against Payway. Step back three on the way. Back iron won't go. Miller high for the rebound. Works against Saucedo in the backcourt. Pushes it up the right side on the run, all the way to the basket, and good for Sky Miller. And Miller bounces off the AC return vent, somersaults all the way to in front of the bench, and gets up and just goes back down the floor. She gives 100% every time she's on the floor. She will bounce off the padding, the AC return vent, and everything in between, and get right back up. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup, number 3, Mia Carter. And for the first time tonight, Ebba Zalemans, the 6-foot freshman from Bro, Sweden. It'll be Bears basketball, baseline left. Halafuka will inbound. Gets it in on top, tries to get it to Jock, and it's over her head, out of bounds. It will be Eastern basketball. The Zalemans will inbound. into Payway. 2:26 to play. Eastern leads 75-24. Payway pushes it up the right side, and it's going to be called for a carrying violation out near the midcourt stripe. It'll be Phoenix basketball after the turnover. 2:17 to play. Halafuka with it. Works against Carter at the midcourt stripe. Crossover around a screen. Cut off there. Triple teamed out to Garcia for three on the way. That's an air ball and out of bounds. Back to Eastern with 2:04 to play. Zolomans gets it into Payway. Pushes it up the right side. On top to Zolomans. Zolomans to Richardson. Richardson over to Pace right side. Gets a screen, goes left with it, gets into the lane, tries to find Carter, but she'd already cut to the basket, and it's out of bounds back to Phoenix College. 1:49 to play, Monsters 75-24 on top of the Phoenix College Bears. And a steal by Zolomans to the basket, blocked by Saucedo, though. That was a great recovery by Saucedo, as Zolomans had a free run at it, and Sauce just grabbed it. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup will be number 20, Olivia Lunt, a 6'1 freshman from Thatcher. It'll be Eastern basketball baseline right, Carter to inbound. Gets it in on top to Lunt, off to Payway. Payway gets a screen from Zolomans, crosses over, goes right, kicks it back out to Carter. She thinks about a three, now she'll drive into the lane. Running floater won't go. Halafuka with the rebound. 90 seconds to play. Halafuka into the front court. To Saucedo, goes left. To Vela, into the lane. Running floater off glass for her, won't go. Pace with the rebound for Eastern. She'll push it up the right side. Into the front court, and is poked out of bounds by Saucedo, and it will be Eastern basketball. 70 seconds left. Carter will inbound, front court right. In on top to Lunt. Lunt back to Carter. Carter comes left into the lane. Kicks it back out to Zolomans. Three ball on the way. Front iron won't go for Eba. Rebounded by Garcia. Into the hands of Saucedo. She'll push it up against Pace into the front court. Around Lunt. Off the glass. No good. But a foul going to be called, and Saucedo will go to the line to shoot two for the Bears. The foul will go on number 12, Aubrey Pace. That'll be her first. And Saucedo is a little banged up. She may be just out of breath, out of gas. I think she's played the entire ball game. I don't know that she's come out the entire night for the Phoenix College Bears. Will be Saucedo at the line. For the Bears, 49 seconds to play. Eastern lead 75-24. In and out, no good for Saucedo. Saucedo ready for her next. Fires, front iron no good. Zolomans with the rebound. Off to Pace, 45 seconds to play. Pushes it into the front court. Goes right, works against Halafuka. Near side to Carter. Carter down low to Zolomans, catches back to the basket. Kicks it in the quarter to Payway. Out to Carter. 8 seconds to shoot. Carter spins into the lane. Scoop shot is up short, rebounded by Lunt. Off the glass, that won't go. And Jock with the rebound. 17 to play. Off to Halafuka. Now up to Saucedo into the front court. Right side, Saucedo running jumper won't go. Lunt with the rebound, 5 seconds to play. Saucedo steals it back, and ball still loose, and that'll be in the ball game. Final score, 75-24. Eastern Arizona College wins it over the Phoenix College Bears. They're now 21-0 on the season and stay atop the ACC/AC standings. They have a tough road trip next Wednesday at Cochise College, a 5:30, 7:30 men's, women's doubleheader down in Douglas. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back to recap this one right after this. Welcome back for the final time here tonight inside KATO Gymnasium. Eastern wins at 75-24. Let's take a look at the numbers for Phoenix College. 4 points for Clark, 6 points for Saucedo, 5 for Abakar, 3 points for Jock, 3 points for Garcia, and 3 points for Halafuka. For Eastern Arizona College, 10 points for Tiara Bolden, 9 for Addie Malone, 8 points for Alana Payway, 9 points for Sky Miller, 8 points for Victoria Santana, 5 points for Aubrey Pace, 3 points for Elva Chavez, 12 points for Cassidy Dixon, 12 points for Shalance Montoya. Dixon did not score tonight, but did have 9 rebounds. 11 points and 4 rebounds for Gracie Sorensen. Monsters move to and further into the numbers. Eastern outscored Phoenix 17-8 and 15-5 in the second half. Monsters' biggest lead was 51. That came with 3:12 to play in the fourth quarter. That'll do it for us tonight. Chip Griffin, Amanda Patterson, I'm Lee Patterson saying thanks for listening. And so long. We'll see you next time.